Python. Shall we quickly regroup what all we have learned so far? Let me summarize what all we have learned. The very first thing we have learned is in Python was single line comment. Okay. Then the next thing what we have learned how to write multiple line comments. Yes or no? The three codes. Okay. The next thing what we learned in the print function is called print function. How to use the print function, right? Then what we have learned how to take the input variable, right?
Yes.
Then we have learned how to use the int function so that we can convert into string, right? Yeah.
Variables.
Yeah. Then we have learned about the concept called variable, like how to create name, how to create age variables. Huh? Then we have learned about data type, like what is the bool, what is like float, right?
Yeah.
For example, 3.4 point, like for 4.5 and 4.4, like those kind of things, right? Then what we have learned, then we have learned about for loop and while loop. Yes or no? Then we have learned about if else, right?
Yeah.
And then now yesterday what we learned about functions. We learned about functions. So in today's class, we'll start again learning the functions. Okay. What is function? Let's start with function. The function is very easy. The way you have to think the function is very simple. Function is nothing but what? Anything you want to do. Anything you want to do in the life, just you want to create a function. For example, let's say I want to add two numbers. For example, what I want to do, I want to add two number, right? So what I will do, I will create a function. Let's okay. So whenever you will create a function, no, always function should have a name. Okay, function should have a name. Yes or no? Function should have a name. It should take some input variable. It should take some input variable.
Yeah.
Okay, you can pass more than one input variable. You can pass more than one input variable. And once you will take those input, what all you have to do processing and then return the result. And then what you have to do, you have to return the result. So, clear? Okay, let's start. So in our case, what do you want to do? Tell me. I want to do function called addition, right?
Yeah.
Okay, first thing first, how to create function? Very simple. In order to create function, what you have to do, you have to write def. What is the function name here?
Def.
Def is the how to create a function. My function name should be, let's say, I will create addition. Okay. Now, in order to add, what you need two number, right?
Yeah.
You need to ask the user, hey, give me two number, right? Yes or no? What you will do, you will create, let's say, num1 and num2 as your variable. Okay. What you will do, you will take num1 and num2 as your variable. Okay. Now, let's say one person have called num1 and num2, you got it, right? Okay. What do you want to do with this num1 and num2? First thing first, you have to put a colon here. Whenever you are opening a function, you have to put a colon and then you have to go here. You got num1, you got num2. What do you want to do with the num1 and 2? I want to add them. How to add them? Very simple. I can use what? Plus operator. What I can do, I can use the plus operator. So let's say now I've added them. Once I will add that, I will get a new number. What should I do with this number? I should return it. Why? Because Papa job my function is to add the two number. Papa job my okay. Let me say I will keep the result into result. So
Yes.
I have added those two number and now I have result in my results. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Now my purpose of my function was to add two numbers and then get the output.
Yeah.
So what I will do, in order to get the output, I will say return. What I will say return, RETU return. And what I want to return? The result.
Result.
What is the result here? RES is the result. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Khalas?
Yeah.
Okay, done. Now, in order to call function, what you have to do, now you have written the functions. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. What I will do, I will say first here print. I will write one string here. What I'm writing here, let's say I will say it's a function demo. It's what? Function demo. So,
Yeah.
okay. Now, what I have to do in order to, what I want to do, I want to add two numbers. Huh?
Yeah.
So first thing first, in order to add two numbers, first I have to create two numbers, right?
Yeah.
What I will do, I will say, let's say number one equal to, let's say 5, number two equal to, I will say 10. Correct?
Yeah.
Done?
Yeah.
Then what I want to do, I want to create one more variable called answer.
Yeah.
And what I want to do, I want to call the function addition. Okay.
Okay.
How to call the function addition? By using parenthesis.
Yeah.
And then you have to pass the parameter.
Yeah.
What parameter you will pass here?
Num1 plus num2.
Not num1, num2. Num1, num2 was here. Here the what variable you have created?
N1.
Yeah, you created the variable called n1 comma n2. So
Okay.
now what you have got the addition and you got the result in answer.
Yes.
What should I do now? I should print it, right? so that I can verify whether my answer is correct or not. So I can say answer equal to, and then what can I do? I can say answer. So yes or no? Let me run the code. Okay. What it is saying? Answer is equal to 15. Got it? How it worked? So why we got 15? We got 15 because our first number was 5 and second number was 10. If I will rerun the code, again I will get 15. If I will rerun the code, again I will get the 15. You will say, why every time I'm getting 15? It's better if I can get the input from the user. The user will input, hey, what is your first number? What is your second number, right? How can I do this? I want to, yes, I want to change the number every time. How can I do this? From where I can get the input from the user?
You repeat the same code and this time.
No. My question is this: every time, whenever I'm calling this function addition, n1 n1 is 5 and n2 is 5. I don't want that. What I want that okay. The user will enter first number 2, second number 3, first number 20, second number 30. How can I do this? I want to take the input from the user.
Yeah.
What I can do, rather than hard coding, I can use the input function. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Yes or no, brother?
Yeah.
How to use input function? You have to say enter first number, right?
Yeah.
Enter first number, right? Yes or no? That is equal to. Yes or no? But the problem here is this, Molly. What is the problem here? The input will give you what? As a string.
Yeah.
You will get the input as what? String.
Yeah.
But in order to do addition, you have to convert it into what? Integer. How will convert into integer?
What?
See, the input.
Int function.
What I will do, I will use the int function. How to use the int function? Open the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. Yes or no? This is the way you can use the. Okay. Like same way, rather than hard coding here, what I can do, I can say, okay, bhai, what is your second number? What is your second number? Okay, yes or no?
Yeah.
Hi, Anna.
You don't see any.
Okay, now let's try to run this. Enter first number, it is saying 2. Enter second number, I said 3. 2 plus 3 is what? 5. If you will run again, tell me the number what you want to do. Okay, tell me the number what you want to do.
5.
5, okay.
65.
65. 70. Correct? This is the way we can add the number, whatever you want to do. Okay?
Yeah.
This is what we have learned, how to create an addition function in the Python. Again, I will repeat. In order to write function, very simple, what you have to do, you have to write def,
Yeah.
whatever things you want to do. Okay? After that, you will take some parameter.
Yeah.
Okay? And then what you will do whatever you want to do, and at the end, you have to return something. Okay? And then in order to call function, what you have to do, you have to call the function name and then pass the parameter. And whatever the result you will return, you can store into a variable and then you can print it. Yes or no? Okay. Now what I can do, I can go to Gemini. Okay. And I'll ask him, give me some sample Python program. Okay. Give me some sample Python cases. Give me some sample Python function cases. Python
For 10 grade.
function cases for grade 4.
Grade 4.
Or grade 4. Let's keep it simple, Maulik. Let's not complex our life. How is this going? Yeah, it's going good. We are recording. That's good. Okay. So first thing first, it is saying say hello. Okay. What they want to say? They want to say hello. Okay. What is the requirement here is this? They want to say hello. Okay. So what they want to say? The function code. Do you want to give this or shall I delete it? Okay, I'll delete it. It's already in the recording. You can see it later. Okay.
Save it somewhere.
It's okay, no problem. You have a recording, no problem. You can type yours, na? Yeah. Okay, so what the function they want to say? They want to say hello. What is the function name? Say hello.
Print.
Yeah. So first function, what I want to say, whenever I call say hello, so you will say hello.
Yeah.
How to do this? Very simple. First thing first, I have to write diff. Then what I have to say? I have to say hello. Okay? Yes or no?
Okay.
Do you okay? Here I will say don't take any input. Here what I will say don't take any input. Every time, yeah, colon, yeah, very good. Every time what you want to say, print, and then what you will say, simply say hello like this, right?
Hello.
Yes or no? Done. Now what will happen whenever you want to call this function? What you will do? You will do nothing. You will simply say hello, and then you will call it, right?
Yes.
And then if
Who do you have to say hello?
yes, that is later. Now I will say hello. What happened? Come on, run. Say hello came, right?
Yeah.
If I will run again it will say hello.
Yeah.
So every time we are calling this hello, it will come hello only.
Yeah.
But the problem is they say hello to whom? So say I will give you a name. Let's say Peter, Romeo, whatever, right? Then you have to say hello Peter, hello Romeo like this. How can I do this? Very simple. What I can do, I can write, let's say, a new function. I will say good morning. I will say what? Wish good morning. What I can say? Wish good morning. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Okay. And what I will say, I will pass you a parameter called name.
Yeah.
I will pass you a parameter called name.
Okay.
And what you have to say? You have to say print.
Yeah.
And then what you will say? Good morning.
Yeah.
And then what you will say is space.
Yeah.
And then whom do you want to say good morning? Whoever the name you will parameter you will pass, you will say good morning that guy, right?
Peter
Yes,
Parker.
yes. Okay. So now in order to call this function, what I will do? Now I will do what? Tell me. Here I will say good morning. Wish good morning. Can I call wish good morning like this? Let's see what happens. Ah, it fails. See why? Because it is saying wish good morning is missing one required positional argument call name. क्या बोल रहे हैं? Type error. Wish good morning missing one potential argument name. अगर like that means we have to say good morning if in order to wish good morning. Okay. That means what I have to do. I have to pass one parameter here. Let's say I will pass the parameter as what? Peter Parker. Okay. Peter Parker. So now if I will say Peter Parker, what will happen? I'll get good morning, Peter.
Hello.
Sir?
Good morning, Peter.
All right. Now, here is the problem. Here is the problem. Now, what is happening? Every time, whenever I will call this, it will always give me hello, good morning, Peter. Hello, good morning, Peter. How can I make this code better? Tell me.
You say wish good morning again and then type another.
Yes. What I can do, I can say one thing. I can say I would like to, rather than hard coding, I will ask the user to enter the name.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I do this? Very simple.
Input function.
I will use the input function. How to use input function? Very simple. Input, open the parenthesis, in the bracket, write a message. What I will say, enter your name. Enter your name. Sir?
Yeah.
Now, this enter your name, user will enter the input. I'll get as a string.
Yeah.
I got this string right. What I can do, I can simply say wish good morning and simply I can say input, enter your name.
Yeah.
Yes or no?
Yeah.
So what will happen? See, there are two ways I can do this. First thing first is this. I can say name, and then I can say input your names, huh? And then what you can see wish good morning, and then in this you can pass this name as a parameter. Yes or no?
Yeah.
This is like baby programmer, like someone who is new to the programming, right?
Yeah.
For example, enter your name. I will say Peter like this. It will say good morning, Peter like this, right? Right?
Yeah.
But what I can also do, right, rather than like writing two line, I can simply say one line also. I can simply say what? Wish good morning. And here also I can say what? Um, input, enter your name, enter your first name. You got it, right?
Yeah.
Are you getting the idea between these two? Here, like what we are doing, we are taking the input, storing that into name variable.
Yeah.
And then we are calling that name into here.
Yeah.
In this case, we are not storing here.
Yeah.
What all the user will enter, whatever the user will, let's say here I say this, here you think for first name, I will say my first name is Pradeep. It will say what? Good morning, Pradeep. Understood, right? So in the first case, we are storing the data into name variable, but in the second case,
next to enter name and
yeah, it's okay, Molly. That is small thing. That's not a waste time for this. Okay, so this is what you understood, right? Yes or no? Okay, this is very first. This is what we have learned the very first program. Okay, it's 14 minutes. Another 5 minutes, and we'll wrap the video. Okay. Okay. The what it is saying, the function shows how can handle the math. Tell them the machine will double any number you throw inside. What it is saying is this. What I want to do, I want to write a function. You will give me a number. I will double it.
Yeah.
Okay. How can I double it? Very simple. It's called doublometer. It's called what?
the
Doublometer.
The double.
So what we are doing, the doublometer. What is the program I want to doing? I'm
The
doing the doublometer. What we are doing, the doublometer.
Double.
The doublometer. Is there something called doublometer like this? The doublometer. The doublometer. And then I will say Python. Python. Okay, no problem. Okay, we are back to work. What we are doing? We are doing doublometer. Very simple. What all I have to do? First thing first. Doublometer, right? How to do? Def. Write the function name. I will say my function name is doublometer. What I will say?
The dot.
I will say my function name is what? Doublometer. What I will say my function name is what? Doublometer. Let's see whether it will allow me to use dash in the function name or not. Let's see. We'll give it a try.
The dot.
So in order to double a meter, what you have to do? You have to take some input from the user. Na? Why? What you want to double? You will pass a number, right? So you will say what? Give me a number, right?
Yeah.
What all the number you will give me? What all the number you will give me? What I will do? I will simply return. What I will do with that number? Tell me. I will double it. How can I double it? Very simple. What you can do? Num multiply by 2. Yes or no? Yes or no, my dear friend?
Yeah.
Now what I have to do? I have to test whether my function is working or not. How can I do this? I can simply say doublometer and I can pass a parameter called 2. Okay.
Yeah.
And then if it is giving me, see, it will give me the number, right? Doublometer will return me 4.
Yeah.
But in order to print this, what I have to do? I have to print it, right?
Yeah.
Then only I can see whether my function is working or not.
Yeah.
So I will print it. So what is happening? Let's see. Oh, what it is saying? Line expected doublometer. See, that means this is not allowed. This is not allowed. Okay.
Can we put a space?
No, space is not allowed, Molly.
What?
Space is not allowed in the function.
Wow.
Okay, we got now 4. Okay.
That's it.
Understood? Why it was not taking? Because it was treating it as a minus sign. It was treating this as a minus sign. That's why the problem was coming. Okay. Have you understood this problem? Doublometer, what it will do? Yes or no? What you can also do is this, like this small thing. Rather than putting hard coding value, what you can do, you can say print. Okay. And rather than passing 2, what you can do? I want to take the input from user. How I will take the input? By using input function.
Yeah.
But the input will come as a string. That means I have to convert that into.
Integer.
What I have to do first, I have to use int function. I will open the parenthesis and close the parenthesis. Within the parenthesis, what I have to do? Now I have to use the input function. Yes or no? And within this, what I will do? Enter your number. What I will say? Enter your number. Okay? And then I will run it. So enter your number, I will say 4, I'll get 8.
Okay.
Right? So again, I will run it. 4 will come, enter your number, I'll get say 6, I'll get 12. Understood? This is the concept what we have learned like a doublometer. Okay. So now that's it. I think that's it for now. We have learned a lot about Python. That's it. We'll talk in a new video. Thank you guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.